In this section, I'm going to show you how to take a Marketo form and embed it in an external page. Firstly, we want to find our form, so look for your first form, click on it, go to Form Actions, and then select Embed Code. The embed code is the JavaScript that you're going to put on your external page to put in the Marketo form automatically. There's two types. There's the Lightbox, which is a pop-up overlay, and the normal. We're interested in the normal. So let's click on it, copy it, and click Close. Now I'm going to show you how to take the embed code and insert it into a HTML page. This step depends very much on the content management system you're using. In this particular case, it's WordPress. So I'm on a page and I want to insert the form at this point here. So I'm going to edit the page. I'm going to switch to the HTML view. I'll find the section I want, and I'm going to paste the embed code that I got from Marketo and then click Update. Now when I click the View page, I'll see my new page with the form embedded. As you can see, the form has now been embedded. Now you'll notice that the style here is not the same. If I want to change the style, I can do that via custom CSS in the form, which we covered previously. And that's how you embed a Marketo form in an external page. If I were to type in an email and name and click Book Now, this lead would go directly into Marketo, even though this page is not a Marketo page. Now we're going to add a test lead to this form and find that lead in the Marketo database. So let's call it fab3@yahoo.com, give it the name fab3, and then select the role, click Book Now. At this point, it'll either redirect to the same page or it'll direct to an external page, depending on what settings you put in the form. Now let's switch to Marketo and we go to the lead database. Let's search for the lead we just created. Click Find, and we can't find that lead. So what I can do instead is create a smart list, which will just bring everyone that's filled in that form. So let's create one called Filled Out External Form and click Create. Now what we're looking for is anyone who filled out the form, and we're looking for my first form Fab, and we know that I just did it, so we're looking in the last day. If we click leads, we'll get a list of leads that filled in that form, and it was actually Fab3, not Fab4, so that's why I couldn't find it when I searched. But this is a good example of how to find out who's filled in that form. Now if I click on a particular lead and I go to the activity log, a few things to note. Firstly, there's the web form fill out occurring. If I click on that, I can see the actual raw data that was entered. I can see what page that was actually done on, so that's important. You could reuse the same form on multiple pages. The way to find that it was done on this page would be to add that to visits page. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back to our smart list, and let's say this form was used in multiple places, but we wanted to narrow it to the external web page. Then here, I would actually type the URL of that testing page, and I would add it to the web page here. Now when I go back to leads, we'll have the same results, but now I'm absolutely sure that these leads came in through that page versus someone filling in that form in another page. So that's how you narrow it down to a particular form and page. So let's go back to the activity log and look at some other things. We'll see that the program status has changed here. Some of these advanced programs are using that form. So that's another good example. This form is being pumped into these programs. If I didn't want that to happen, I could go to the advanced program, and if I go to the registration trigger in the smart list, you'll notice that it's using any form fillouts. However, perhaps we only want this when it's filled out on this performance page versus an external usage of it. So if I wanted to narrow it down, I'd do exactly the same. I'd say web page, and then I would select the landing page that I'm using in the assets here, which is called my first landing page. So I'll click that one. So now this trigger will only activate when this form is filled out on this page, not when it's filled out somewhere else. The other thing to note is that the original source type is a web form fillout, and that the registration source type is also web form fillout. I'll also get an original referrer, which gives me the page that it was filled out on. So that's the web page on our CMS, this one here.